Thursday, the 18th of July, just come up to 5 o'clock. I've got myself a rare 2-nighter, come on. But it's looking very busy down here already. I only just pulled into the car park and I saw 3 cars in the car park for the day swims there. And then there's another 3 cars just in the other car park where the island swim is. Driving the rest of the way round to see what swims are free. The New Point swim there is free. The Winter Sanctuary here, I've just scared the geese out of, that's free. And the other side of New Point Bay is free. So I'm going to have a look around by the margin swim and point swim. Hopefully they'll be free. Well, thankfully this swim's free. Yeah. There's no one in the plateau swim over there. Just checking out the day swims as I'm heading up towards the point swim. Okay, well the point swim's taken. So yeah, makes the decision easier for the swim. None of the others are free. Look, that's appetising. And I can fish the plateau water from the margin swim. Right then, I'm all set. Yeah. Obviously got one in the margin there, just on the outside of the weed, so a little bit further away from the bank than I would like to fish, but yeah, there's loads of Canadian and some cabbages there closer in towards those pads. The right hand one, I was going to stick it out on the plateau, but then I just saw someone just turned up in the plateau swim out there. It was just about to cast out. Where's he going? Right, okay. Yeah. So I've had to adjust and put it closer in towards the margin here. So it's just on the end of the tree line, in line with the very end of the point swim, which is a spot I've fished before and caught off. So yeah, 25 wraps. And it's when there was weed up, it used to be just on this side of the weed bed, but there's no weed at the minute, so yeah, it's there. And I only put 4 spots out because, well, it hasn't been fishing terribly well. There's been fish coming out, but nothing like there should be really. So I've only put 4 spots out because they were all pretty much on the May as well. So yeah, didn't need any more than that. Hopefully. So there's about what, 30 baits and the spud mix as well. And I've probably got about 20 baits around the left-hand rod with half a dozen balls of all-together spud mix. So yeah, the plan is to not just to sit here for the 2 nights. I may look at a move but I'll probably definitely look at reeling them in at some point tomorrow morning. So going and having a look up the margin, baiting a spot or two, and seeing if any fish move in on it, with a view to doing a bit of margin fishing, stalking up there. So yeah, but I'm quite hopeful for something to happen in this swim. Probably that left-hand rod, but either will do. So, yeah. Right, well, I'm going to sit here, have a beer, and watch and see where that plateau guy is casting. He won't be coming over as far as me, I'm sure. It's a big old chuck. It's north of 150 yards, I'd say. But I'm going to watch anyway. And if he's gone in the morning, I may yet still put one out on the plateau. Right, well, I shall catch up with you later. Okay, well, it just gone 11:30 when that tore off. God, did it tear off as well. But you'll be surprised at what I've got. A little splosh, mate. Okay. £10. Little stocky. How can such a little carp give such a fight? Look at him. Lovely colours. Future £30-pounder, eh? Look. There you go, let's get you back. I'm not going to film you going back, I don't think. Just quickly get you in. Well, it's nice to get off the mark. I've just put it back out there with a bag and managed to cast it okay onto the spot again. Yeah, got it pretty much bang on. So, yeah, who knows? I may see you again before the morning. Morning. Well, fairly quiet night in the end. Did have bleeps on both rods through the night, the odd bleep. But it's pretty quiet out there, no fish showing or anything. And it's not been this morning either. I've been up about an hour. Just had a coffee, watched the water. But it's pretty quiet. So yeah, got to start thinking about this morning, what time to pull them in and go and have a look along the margin swim, the day swims. Drop a bit of bait in. Yeah, see if get any fish coming along the margin and feeding. It's going to be a hot one today, another one. I've got my floater rod with me, my zig rod set up. so I don't have to break those down. Those rods out there. So I'll be all ready to go if I get an opportunity. Right, I think it's time for a second coffee. And enjoy some of this early morning sun. Well, it's coming up to 8:30 now. About half hour ago, I just saw some ripples coming out from the margin. So it looked like a fish was on top, just working the tree line. So I catted some mixers out there, and it took a couple. So I've only got the rod, and I've put a few more mixers out there, but then it stopped taking. It only taken 2 or 3 anyway. I think it's a solo fish. If there was more than one, then there'd probably be more freebies taken. But now the fish has, I can see it's moved up further up the margin. It's heading that way. But yeah, that was promising for a while. Just wish there was more than one of them, because you would have perhaps got a competitive feeding situation. But never mind. Yeah, I think I'm going to give it another couple of hours, 10:30, and then it'll be a case of reeling them in, going and having a look up there. Okay, well, that fish sort of moved further down this margin here, and I also saw another back out of the water, so 2 together. So I've reeled in the rods and come down here just to see if I can find them. Okay, I've just put a zig out. I've seen a couple of fish just going up and down there. That sort of distance. Here comes that fish in. There's another one there. Three small ones. Coming in from the left. Oh, he's right on line. Don't turn away. Don't turn away. Oh, he's turned away. Well, activity's definitely died off in here. I've given it about an hour and a half. Okay, as I was walking back, I bumped into a couple of the lads, and they were looking along the tree line, through the snags in the margins, as we were walking back, and they spotted in 2 places a bunch of fish. There's about three or four fish in each spot, and there's some lumps there as well. So yeah, I mean they're well back, but what I've done is I've just put the zig out there along the tree line, a little bit off, because of the tree up here, I can't cast tight to it. It's probably not a good idea anyway, because I'll just kite into the trees. But since then, the fish have ventured out, and I've seen ripples and whatever down the margin there. So yeah, fingers crossed though. I might even cut up a little pop-up and stick it on the floater rod and whiz that down there as well. Just to double my chances. But basically I'm going to leave it like that now till later on this afternoon, when the sun starts dipping, and then put my bottom rods out again. Okay, it's 3:15 now. Had a couple of bleeps on the left-hand rod. I've been doing a bit with the floater rod as well, just with a cut-down pop-up, make it look like a mixer. I've not put any mixer freebies out because they're just getting blown into the margins, into the trees. But I've just flicked one out there and let it drift in close to the trees, and then when it's in danger of going in them, I'll just reel it in. I've done that quite a few times. I've also been up the bank there to look for those fish again. The sun's moved around now, so it's harder to see them, but there are little sort of patches of light that shine through, and in one of them there's a big common sitting. It's fat, it's sort of square, boxy, like it hasn't spawned. Yeah, it's got to be a mid-30 at least, I would say. But it's really hard to catch it on film. I took my camera down there, I've got the polarised lens on that, but it's, you're still looking through all branches and everything, and it's really hard to catch it. So I can't show you, but it's there, believe you me. And I can't quite make out where the others are now, but that's because, like a lot of the margins in shade, with the sun having dipped a little bit. I think the plan is to give it till about 4:30, and then put them out for the night. And I think I'm just going to wade out as far as I can past, so get past the overhang up there, and with solid bags, and just put them both down the margin there. I've been working out where those fish are sitting relative to where I am. I'm just looking at where there's the odd stick coming out from the margin and the lily pad. So I know where to cast, where that fish in particular is sitting. So yeah, I'm just going to do a bit more with the floater rod until that time comes around, and then yeah, get the rods ready for the evening. Myself a little friend there for a minute, racing pigeon by the looks of it. I was feeding him, it's quite tame. Right, they're out there. Left hand rod, solid bag, 8 wraps, about in line with where that fish is sitting in the snags in the trees there. And I've just catted about 20 baits in the general vicinity. And the right hand rod, 16 wraps, so about halfway down the margin. I've put half a dozen spots out with the spot mix, and there's probably about 25-30 baits amongst that. So yeah, and all the spots were pretty much on the money, yeah. So nice tight grouping. So yeah, I'm just going to have to be on it if I get a take on either rod. I'm going to have to sink the line on the other one. May get in a bit of a mess, but it's worth it if I get a fish, I think, because they are definitely down there today. See them in those snags when the sun was on the water at the right angle. Yeah, I'm sure they're still there. So hopefully as it gets darker later, they'll move out, and we could be in with a chance. Morning, 6:30. Not a bleep last night. It was very quiet all around the lake. Talking to someone yesterday evening, not that I've been out at all,
not a lot. But the odd fish, perhaps. So, yeah, disappointing. It's a very different morning out there. It's a bit drizzle. Yeah, it's going to be overcast today. Yesterday it got up to about 28 degrees. Today it's going to be 21. Yeah. I did have plans to go and do a bit of stalking again if the sun was up and everything. But if it stays like this, I think I'm just going to be sitting it out here until lunchtime comes around. So at the end of the day, I may be very thankful for that £10 stocky mirror on that first evening.
Okay, well it's come up to 12 o'clock now. Not a sign anywhere around the lake. So I think I'm going to hang it out for another hour and then that'll be it. Right, well that's that then. 1 o'clock, I'm off. Guess I've got to be thankful for that £10 mirror on that first night. Yeah. I'll be back before long. Couple of nights I think, and I'll be back to try again. In the meantime, that's it for this video, so I'll see you soon.